Just because I think it'd be cool.
We're back, folks.
We're back. Let me turn this hat around. I got to hear it a little bit outside the headphones. I could have.
Danielle's spirit is still here.
There
with
you
us.
go. And I feel bad because it's empty. She'd want it full.
Oh well, I'm not gonna waste a beer.
No, we're drinking this. Sorry, Danielle. I love you.
offense.
I love you, but no. So we've done 2 episodes already, and we're just so pumped. It's
I'm
like
gonna do another one.
it's probably in the 20s right now. It's cold. You can see our breath, and that's not just because I didn't brush my teeth this morning. But we're gonna try to. We have to keep this under 40, about 45 minutes.
We do. The little camera there isn't gonna last.
That's
for very
all I got
long.
left in the SD card. We're so pumped. But after doing a few podcasts, doing the live chat, you're up here, all this stuff. I want to do this video dedicated to channels starting out and taking a risk. And I feel like you're the perfect person to ask. So I'm very fortunate, very lucky to have the channels where they're at. And I've done it for a long time and all this stuff. And I feel fortunate to say the least. And I got my own koozies. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You got people making your own koozies.
I'm telling you, man. Like, I made it. No, but so your channel tonight, which we've already done a few episodes,
Yeah.
you hit 1,000 subscribers. Just let's start with that. What are your feelings?
I'm excited. I'm on cloud 9 right now.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pumped.
So a small background. How long have you been doing YouTube?
Been doing YouTube for about 2 years.
Yeah.
I would say.
But not like you're not doing like daily vlogs or anything like. How many videos do you
No.
think you've put out?
I don't know. Maybe 24.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe more than that.
I was going to say 20, 30,
Yeah.
something like that. So, and it wasn't until recently like I started kind of like mentioning your stuff. So it's not like you built this up off of like just shout outs or anything. Like you had your stuff going, you were doing the boat stuff. It's not like you were
Yeah,
like,
this was just something I just kind of cooked up in my own head and
Yeah,
just
like-
started doing.
yeah. So I don't want anyone out there to think that it's like, well, you only got that because you got a shout out from a channel. You know, like you were
Yeah.
you were doing it. And I remember just being like,
I did tell you, I did text you and say like, hey, just so you know, I started a channel, you know, but you
I wasn't like,
you weren't shouting out or
No.
anything like that. Yeah.
and so I kind of like, me personally wanted to see like what you would do, see if you would do it and, you know, put the videos out. And
And I just told you because I just thought it'd be cool. Like,
Yeah.
not to get a shout
Yeah,
out.
no,
but
no,
just
no.
'cause, like, hey,
We're
like,
friends.
We're friends. Like, I've got a YouTube now.
Yeah,
Like,
and I started watching. I was like, all right, I'm gonna see what he does. You know, I'm gonna see, you know, if he posts. And like, I would say like as of like recent or whatever, like I've really started like truly diving into your stuff, and like I'll read the comments. Like I'm like investing in you now, you know, as a viewer and, you know, a friend and stuff. And you came up here for the weekend, and it was not to boost your channel. It was not. It was literally, we're old friends. We haven't seen each other in a long time. It worked out. You were just like, hey, what about this day? And I was like, let's do it.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, all this stuff. And clearly, we've talked YouTube, we've talked some stuff or whatever. But like, your channel was built up to 770 something subscribers.
Yeah, 772.
Yeah, when you got here, and that's like, you know, that's not me like throwing a bunch of subs your way or anything. Like, you built that up, and we went live tonight.
A lot of that was you did give me a shout out
Yeah,
a few months ago,
but nothing like
yeah, it wasn't.
crazy.
Yeah.
But you'd already built it up. Like, you already
Yeah.
were getting viewed. Like, you're
I had a few hundred by then.
yeah,
I'm sure.
and your first video, like you did something with your Toyota, and it had like 10,000 views or something.
Yeah.
I remember being like, Brandon, yeah. It's like,
Got
all
that
right,
10K.
yeah, and you know, all this stuff, and so, you know, tonight you hit 1,000 subscribers, which there's 2 things to get monetized.
Where's my plaque?
It's coming, man. It's coming. There's 2 things to get monetized, which in my eyes makes YouTube like the real deal. And it's when you get monetized, it's like, oh shoot, I can make money.
sure.
Like, you know, like, so you hit your 1,000 subscribers, and before today started, you were about halfway through your 4,000 hours watched.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it's at now or anything. You know, people are subscribing and stuff and all that. Like when you get the 4,000 hours watched, and at that point you can sign up on Google AdSense and start making money. Like, what does that mean to you?
I don't know yet. You know, I really don't. I think starting out in the beginning, I don't know.
Did you?
I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you start YouTube as a way to maybe make like a little side hustle, a little money, or did you do it just for fun, or what was your reasoning of getting on YouTube?
It's been a combination of both. More so of I like just editing. I like filming and putting videos together.
Yeah.
We talked about that a little bit in the last
small
podcast.
background. If you missed it, we did video stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, so
And so I enjoy doing that. I just enjoy sitting at the computer and editing and just building a video. It's fun for me.
yeah.
And I missed doing that.
Yeah.
And I was thinking,
Because it'd been a little while, right?
Yeah, I hadn't done anything. I wasn't doing any band stuff anymore.
Yeah.
So I was just, COVID was going on.
Yeah.
So I really was just kind of looking for something I need to do something.
Yeah.
And I wanted to get a boat and everything. And I
Yeah.
got the boat and I thought, well, this is a good opportunity to start a YouTube channel. It's a unique boat. It's like a unique thing.
Yeah.
I would think.
No. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just kind of started it just a fun thing to do. And also in the back of my mind, it could grow into something.
Yeah.
you
Like
know?
there's a possibility.
Yeah, there's a
or something.
possibility.
Yeah.
You know.
So, just to kind of like dive, because I know there's a lot of people that have channels that they're starting, or like maybe they want to. What do you use to film with and edit?
So what I use to edit, what is that program? Filmora,
Filmora.
11 or
Okay.
Yeah, Filmora 11 I think is the latest version I have.
Yeah.
But it was like $75.
Total.
Yeah, just a one time.
That's an easy investment.
Yeah, it was 70. And I reached out to you, and I think you told me about Filmora.
Yeah, my dad, because they had channel and stuff, and like he had Filmora at 9. And I remember there was like a discount. He got it for like $50 or $25 or something. And I think I told you, because you used to do all the Adobe stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Adobe is awesome.
Yeah.
Like that's
A little scary.
Yeah,
But,
it is.
yeah.
But you helped show me kind of the you got me like into the entry level of editing in Adobe stuff.
Yeah.
And that's how I was able to kind of get into Adobe Premiere and do
yeah.
the lyric videos and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I miss doing those lyric videos
Really?
and things. Yeah.
They're tedious, but they're cool.
But I don't have the software anymore to do it.
True.
And it's because Adobe, shame on you. I hate this.
Uh-oh.
I cannot stand this. And
I don't know what you're about to, I'm a
Man,
little nervous. I love
dude,
Adobe. I love Adobe.
so many companies. Oh, maybe I shouldn't.
No, you can say whatever you
Okay.
want. I'm very curious because all I know is Adobe. So I'm very curious what you're about to say.
I just hate the model, the pay model. That's why I don't have
The
Adobe
subscription
anymore.
is
You
what you're
have
saying?
you can't
Yeah.
just go outright and buy an Adobe.
It used
editing
to be
thing.
like that, and now it's you have to
pay
yeah,
30
a
or like
subscription.
$40 a month or something.
Yeah.
And I was doing that when I was doing the lyric videos
Yeah.
and stuff. And I like justified it. I was like,
Yeah.
well, as long
If
as
you're-
I'm
Yeah.
using it, I'll continue to
If you're
pay
not
it.
doing it on the regular, it's not a good
Yeah.
deal.
And I wasn't at
Yeah.
one point, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna keep paying for this Adobe
Yeah.
thing. I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
And so that's when I wanted to get back into doing videos and things. That's when I reached out to you, and I was like, I can't do Adobe, but
Yeah.
what else is there? And then
Yeah.
you told me about Filmora.
So-
and I like Filmora.
I was about to ask, like, the only experience I have with Filmora, and I want to buy it and download it because a lot of people ask me, like, what should I use? And I know not everybody can do, $30, $50 a month, whatever it is, which tip, if you know anyone with a school email, use that and you get a massive discount. I still use my mom's school email address.
We used Ashley's. Her whenever she went to school in Arlington.
Yeah. So a tip: anything you could do with this like .edu or whatever it is, use it, and you get a massive discount. But from going from Adobe that you can literally make movies on and all of that stuff, and going to Filmora. Do you feel? And again, I'm ignorant to it. I saw my dad edit, and I kind of showed him a little bit. But
so
like,
you don't use Filmora?
No,
okay.
I want
you
to
use Adobe.
Yeah,
okay.
I want to because I can justify it because I do YouTube full time.
Yeah,
and I could write it off in taxes, all that type of stuff. But I have a lot of people that ask me about what software that's free or cheap. Do you feel like it was a huge downgrade, or not really?
No, not really.
So it's pretty good
for what for what I'm doing with it.
Yeah.
And when I upgraded, so I was using a GoPro Hero 3 Plus,
which blows my mind. We're what, 2020?
Old school, man.
And you're using like a 15-year-old camera?
Yeah, old camera.
Which back then, I remember when that one came out, I was like, what?
Yeah. It was the same camera I would use when we would film shows and stuff.
Yeah. And now like, GoPros are just insane.
It's like, I need to trash this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I've got the Hero 9.
Yeah.
Awesome camera, man.
Yeah.
I love that camera.
Yeah, it's wild.
I'm blown away by that camera.
Yeah.
I love that camera.
Very friendly very user friendly.
Yeah.
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 Just that dyslexic kind of get me saying weird stuff. But.
The front screen feature where you can see yourself.
Dude, that was
filming,
a crazy
huge
upgrade.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Because the 8, I don't think the 8 has that.
No.
And I was looking at the 7 or the 8 because I didn't want to buy the 11.
Yeah, no. And you never want the newest camera because they got to work the bugs out.
Yeah.
But.
And I thought, you know what? It was around like a time that there were like deals online and stuff going around. And I thought, I just need to hold out and get the 9 and get that front camera. Like maybe I think that'll pay off.
Yeah.
And that front camera view pays
Game
off,
changer, man. Game
is.
changer. And so just for viewers out there, they came out with like the GoPro 11 or something recently. You were saying you got the GoPro, 8? What'd you say?
9.
The 9 for 200-ish?
Yeah, I think I paid shipping and everything. It was like $220.
Yeah.
I got the GoPro. I got a whole huge case for it. 2 batteries, which is very important.
Oh, yes.
And I didn't know this. Those GoPros they eat through those batteries fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to buy some more. You can buy those
the knockoff,
the little battery banks that they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one of those.
Yeah.
But
so like going to Filmora, was there a learning curve or not really since you already knew Adobe? Was it pretty similar?
Yeah, it was pretty similar.
Okay.
Yeah, I just kind of jumped right into it.
Okay, so did you just go to did you just Google Filmora? Or how did you find how to buy it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did that and it was like $75 or whatever. It's a one-time fee, all of that. So I'll say this. I forgot.
It may have not even been 70. It may have been like 50
maybe.
or something.
And I'm sure they do deals and stuff.
Yeah.
We're not affiliated, but no. So what was I going to say? I remember I forgot you had Filmora. I was still thinking you were using Adobe, and I watched the videos, and Danielle was watching with me, and I was like, yeah, it's my buddy Brandon, trying to this is my friend, check it out or whatever, watching, and your intros come up, and this box pops up, it's got titles, it did kind of the RGB thing where the red, blues, and greens kind of you came up in the camera, and it did this stuff. Is that built into Filmora?
Yeah.
Because I thought you were using Adobe, and I was like, Brandon. And then thinking now you're Filmora. I'm like, oh, what? That has that?
Yeah, no, it's just a drag and drop thing, and then you chop it to where you want. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, it's got good, dude. It's got good stuff on there. It's got a lot of good features on there, and it has features too that you can pay. It offers additional effects and things like
and you
that.
Just,
you have to pay extra.
What would it be if I want an effect? It's $5,
like 99 cents or something.
Oh, okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
If I really want this particular beep,
Yeah.
Or something.
And it automatically just like uploads into the program.
Yeah, I think I've never actually purchased like an effect yet.
Yeah.
I should. I need to do that.
I was gonna say,
like see how that works.
But they're like 99 cents or something.
Yeah, they're not expensive.
All right, I'm gonna say this right now. Danielle, I love you. But I want to give you $25 to buy. If they're 99 cents, I want you to $25 to spend on whatever you want, effects and shit like that. Do it. And anybody watching this that's trying to start a YouTube channel or something, I want to PayPal y'all or Venmo y'all $75 or whatever it is. I want someone out there watching this podcast. I will pay for your Filmora 11 thing. I want someone to be inspired. And that's why I wanted to do this podcast.
Yeah.
Not for this. I didn't think about this till the moment. But I want this to hopefully resonate with someone that's starting YouTube and stuff. And I think this is a great thing. Like, you were under 1,000 subscribers before tonight, and you're putting in the time, you're putting the effort, and all this stuff. And like, you do have a little bit of a like jump start on some people, like, editing a little bit. But if you have a GoPro or a phone or whatever, and like you have Filmora 9, you feel confident that you can put out a video that you want to put out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Like I was nervous when I got the new GoPro because it does 4K. And so now I have to export and render in 4K, and I didn't even know if
it would do
did
it.
that. Yeah, I paid $50 for it or whatever.
Yeah.
So I wasn't even sure, because for a year I was just using the 1080p GoPro.
Oh yeah, that doesn't even do 4K, huh?
Yeah, no.
Dang,
those GoPros don't do 4K.
I didn't even think of that.
No,
dude,
man.
I didn't even think of that.
There ain't no 4K on that.
Holy crap. I literally didn't even think of that.
Yeah. My whole Texas 200 series.
All 1080.
That's all 1080, like, and shitty GoPro.
Yeah, now, I hate
Not shitty, but
I was about to say, I don't want to shit anyone out there that has that, but like our new GoPro does 5K.
Mine does that.
Yeah. Which is, we used to do 1080.
Insane.
When I was working with like
huge difference.
When I was working for Bowling for Troop, everything was 1080.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I do 5K.
Yeah.
Like just cameras 8K, like crazy. So
it's just you gotta catch up. You gotta stay.
You gotta stay with the times a little bit. So okay, with that, you don't have to get too technical on this. Do you have a laptop or a desktop?
Laptop.
Okay, so
yeah, but it's a laptop, but I have it all. I have like a huge monitor plugged into it.
But
I have an external keyboard,
but it is
mouse.
But it is a laptop. Okay, so if anyone knows anything out there, most of the time
it's a Windows i5.
That's what I was about to ask. So if you don't know out there,
it's not even an i7.
That's what's crazy. I was about to ask all this stuff. So a laptop is normally not your ideal thing to use to edit, because you want the most powerful thing, and you need a big CPU. You need all this like crazy stuff. Whether you use Mac or whatever, I do all PC stuff is what I do. I don't really do Mac. Danielle does Mac. We got her Mac and stuff, and Apple and all that. But
that's what Ashley uses. She's all Apple.
I don't do any of that.
I don't
dude,
like
me
Apple.
and you are so much alike.
I don't like Mac, man.
Dude, you get so much more bang for your buck with the other stuff. It's easier. Like that's just who I am. Yeah. And I'll never I will go to my grave and never switch to Apple. I won't do it. I can't do it. But so you have an i5 laptop and you're editing 4K footage.
Yeah, and that's considered an old
yeah, like I have an i7 that's like maxed out, like legit.
I had an i7 desktop
that
I was using with Adobe and everything, but that desktop
it couldn't even handle that.
Well,
or what?
Something happened to my desktop, and like no.
Something happened.
No.
I was just looking up a website and it crashed. Yeah.
Some website crashed my computer. I mean,
I don't know what happened.
Yeah. What happened?
That's why I love Brandon.
But yeah, that desktop, like,
so then you bought is it like just like an HP? What did you say it was? What kind of laptop?
It's like a Windows i5.
Okay, just like your
Just like a
average
basic-
run of the mill.
yeah.
Go to Best Buy.
I think it's an Acer. Yeah.
Oh, Acer's badass. That's what
Yeah,
I
they're good.
like. Yeah, I
They're
do all that, and then I ended up buying a Rogue. It's like a gaming laptop or something, and it works great and everything. I'll try to do like crazy effects, and it'll start to bog down a little bit. Do you ever does your computer ever start going slow?
It did when I upload all my footage onto the laptop hard drive.
You have to do external.
So what I do, and I bought the most like badass SD card that you can get for like your GoPro.
Yeah.
And so I have the it's like a USB adapter for the SD card. And I can just plug that into the laptop, and I don't ever upload my footage onto the laptop anymore. I edit straight from the SD card.
Really?
Yeah. And the SD card is so good. Like, it has good enough like processing.
It doesn't lag or anything?
It doesn't lag or anything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting because I get my laptop and I have external hard drives. I don't put it on the computer. I try to keep everything off the computer as much as I can to keep it as strong and fast as possible. But I have a million external hard drives, and I always, before I edit, I always put it onto the external hard drive, and then I edit off of the external hard drive. So your SD card and your computer with Filmora is fast enough to edit.
Yeah.
I spend like an hour,
and I can edit in full
resolution, everything.
Resolution. Yeah, because you can edit in quarter resolution.
Yeah. To kind of help save processing power and stuff.
I want to see it, and it's full.
And it does well.
Yeah. And it's after, I'll edit, and I'll kind of get into like the edit rhythm, you're just going along.
Yeah.
And right when I'm about like 3 minutes into the video, I'll stop, and then I'll render it.
Okay.
So that way the playback
doesn't
have any lag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you gotta render.
And then at that point, say you do 3 minutes in and then you render, everything you do after that, it plays real good until you hit that moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I'll keep editing, doing
and then
my
render
thing,
it.
and then I'll render, and then it'll play the whole thing without any lag in full quality.
Dang, Filmora's better than I thought.
Dude,
I'm impressed.
But I'm not putting anything on the laptop. I'm not like overdriving the laptop. Everything's external.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I am blown away.
Dude, Filmora's?
Dude, I'm blown that you have an i5 and you're editing off the SD card in Filmora in full resolution.
Yeah.
And it
yeah.
My mind is blown right now. Yeah. So for all y'all that don't know, and I'm not like a geek, I don't know all that, like I know a little bit about this type of stuff. I don't know all the crazy specs. There's people out there that know way more than that, but that's crazy. I have an i7, which is like an upgrade from that. Like it's a gaming computer meant for graphics.
Yeah, awesome
and
processor.
I put all my stuff on an external hard drive, and sometimes it'll start to bog down when I start doing a bunch of stuff. Now I do
on an external hard drive.
Yeah, because what I do
is your external hard drive bogged down.
No, the external hard drive's great. It's like
like fast?
Oh yeah, and it's like a 4 terabyte. Yeah. I have plenty of room, all stuff, but I film everything from the camera we're using now, but I shoot a very flat picture profile. Like it almost looks gray. And then I go in and I put color correction and I put like a whole layer.
Oh, so you do all that stuff.
Oh yeah, I do everything I put on there.
I don't do any of that.
But you're also using a GoPro, which does pretty good.
It does good color.
No, GoPros are freaking phenomenal. Phenomenal. This is a thing. This is why I wanted to do, like, I didn't tell you what we were going to talk about.
Yeah.
I said
I like this conversation.
I'm almost bummed that I have to keep this under 45 minutes because I feel like there's so much into this that people can learn. Like you have no idea how many people either email me or message me or whatever, or leave comments like, teach me these things. Like, and like, I don't know how to do anything. How do I do YouTube? And the fact that you can buy an i5, a GoPro for $200, How much do you think you spent on your SD card?
$40.
$40 an SD card. So
and it like a good SD card.
Yeah. And so like all this stuff, and you're doing this stuff and it's rendering fine and all, like my mind's blown. This is crazy. And like the fact that GoPro,
I'm actually when I got the new GoPro and started like editing footage and stuff, I was surprised.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think it was my setup.
You thought you might have to upgrade?
Yeah, I thought, man, I didn't, and it was something I didn't think about. I was like, oh crap, I bought this camera, and now I have to buy a whole new laptop.
I've been there,
even
man.
edit footage.
I've been there, yeah.
But luckily, dude, yeah, it works great.
Dude, this is the way to go. I'm glad we did this. We're doing this topic right now because a lot of people out there are like, I don't know what to do. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have this and that. And if you go to like, let's just say Best Buy or even online or whatever, like you can find an i5 for fairly cheap. You know what I mean? Like now there's like i11s and like all like I was looking recently at like, okay, if I want to take this to the extreme, what's like the best?
I'm surprised you don't have the best by now.
I want to. I just don't have the knowledge. I don't want to waste my money on something. I just don't have the knowledge when it comes to that, man. Yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
Now that like we have this like whole studio set up and all this stuff, and we're getting electric, I want to buy like just a crazy like desktop. Like I want to make movies, man. Like I want to like
one of the desktop that has the lights
and it's got liquid cooled and like dude, like I'm serious.
It has a radiator built into it.
Yeah, like you hear it turn on, you got to crank it on with a key. Yeah. Like I'm gonna put exhaust on that sucker. Yeah, like I want something that I can make movies on. Like I want to do some crazy stuff, but like I'm not knowledgeable in that. I don't know if I'm just wasting my money. Like I get online and I look, but like I don't know. It's like, how do you go buy a car but you don't even know what the motor is? You know what I mean? So I'm ignorant to it. I need to find someone that's really good with computers and then like be like, hey,
anybody good with computers?
Yeah, literally like build me a computer, I'll buy it, you know. And so
Jason would like the ultimate computer built for him for his editing.
Yeah.
Anybody out there willing to do it?
Yeah. Prove that you're legit and let's talk. Like I'm ready. Like I want to take this to the next level. And so you're doing the GoPro. So if I'm correct, you had a DSLR camera. Canon something.
Oh yeah, your camera.
Okay, look, T3i or
T3i,
something like that.
I think it was a T3i.
Okay,
yeah.
And it had the lens, and you had to like focus. You had to do. I mean, it would autofocus and stuff, but you can zoom in, all this stuff. Do you like? Let's say that was 4K. Would you prefer that or the GoPro?
Interesting question.
They both do different things.
Yeah, they both serve different purposes. But I mean, with what I'm doing,
GoPro works really good.
GoPro all the way.
Yeah.
I mean,
safe bet.
It's waterproof. Is your camera waterproof? Your T whatever. Is
this
waterproof?
Heck no.
Yeah. No.
I'd be screwed.
GoPro all the way.
Yeah. So GoPro 9, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so GoPro 9. I mean, any GoPro you get, I think, is still cool. Like your 4 or whatever it was.
The 3.
That was
3 plus.
It was still doing fairly good.
It was okay. Yeah, like it was okay.
Good enough to do.
It's very shaky.
Yeah, it doesn't have the stabilization.
That's what bugs me the most.
Yeah.
It's not so much the quality that bugs me; it's the shakiness.
The shake.
Yeah.
But now you can go buy a new phone. Like you asked me earlier, how many cameras does that have? But like,
I still have just the old school.
Yeah, but like cameras nowadays are so legit. You can use your phone, and I would just assume if you can use a GoPro and edit Filmora, you can use a phone and be fine and you'd be good. In Filmora, I don't know if you really dive into it. You probably don't need to because it's GoPro. Is there a thing on there that you can mess with, like the brightness, the shadows, the saturation?
Yeah.
Okay, so you could do all of that.
Yeah.
I need to download.
Totally.
I need to buy it and download
Dude,
it.
Get Filmora.
Yeah, just so I can mess with it and tell people, because people like that's why I want to do this podcast. I want to learn, and like I'm learning from you right now. And so as someone coming up on YouTube, you spent about a little over $200. We'll say about $250 to get a GoPro and a decent SD card. We'll say $250. Under $300. The laptop, a range how much you think you spent?
I don't remember.
500?
Not that much.
Okay, so under 500.
Yeah.
So you're well under $800.
And I originally bought that laptop for work because I started working from home because of COVID. So I was working in an office.
Not even in the mindset to do video work.
Yeah, it was just I need a laptop so I can, work and just do my normal job.
Yeah.
And it was just like well, it's at least an i5. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I didn't want to pay a whole lot.
Yeah,
it was just to use for work.
Yeah. And then it worked out for this.
Yeah.
This blows my mind. Like I'm loving this. So you're doing that and you edit and everything. So in Adobe, there's like different presets. It's like save it out in 4K, save it out in YouTube 1080. Like what's Filmora like? Does it tell you that type of stuff?
It's like that, yeah. It does the options like to certain YouTube or whatever things.
What do you put it on?
I don't remember.
Do you do 4K?
Yeah, I render it.
Okay.
It's not total 4K. It's like 3.8.
Okay, yeah. It's not the real 4K. Yeah. Okay, yeah. It's what I do.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Like 3080 by like 2160 or whatever it is. Okay. So if you do that, like, okay, let's say you bought a second GoPro and you have one on one side of your boat and you're holding one. Can you layer up like clips on top of each other? You know in Adobe how you can like do layers? And you can like say if you have, let's say we're doing this podcast, we had 3 cameras, one in the middle, one on you, one on me.
And you want to have all 3 in the screen?
Yeah. So, well, not even on the same screen, but like you layer them up on top and then you cut through them. So like it'll be one camera A and then it'll cut to camera B.
Like when you're actually like layering them on the
you put all the audio, you put everything together. Can you do that in Filmora?
Like have multiple videos,
multiple layers.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang. I'm gonna buy this and I'm gonna learn it so I can try to help people because people ask me all the time like how do you and I use like on my phone for a free app on my phone I use like UCut. It's 100% free. It'll put an ad and you out of drink.
Oh, I'm out of drink.
Good thing we only got like 10 minutes left. But so you can put multiple tracks on there if you wanted and all that, and you can do audio. So like if you have a song, you could put a song in there. That's easy to do?
Yeah.
Okay, very
drag and drop.
Did you look on YouTube to learn how to do it, or you just started learning?
Well, because I had experience with Adobe already, I kind of already like knew.
So you didn't really need to look into that.
Yeah, but there are a few things that I have had to look up on YouTube.
Okay,
just I can't even think like what it is, but it's like how to do a certain kind of edit or something.
But it's fairly easy to find it on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. So that's good to know. That's good to know. So then when you get on YouTube, was it a learning curve to like upload the video, learn how to put titles, a thumbnail, like stuff like that?
A little bit, but it's not. I mean,
did you learn
if you know how to do Filmora, if you're able to edit your own video and everything, you can figure out
putting
how
it
to
on
put
YouTube.
it on YouTube.
So did you figure it out on your own trial and error, or did you look up YouTube videos how to do it?
No, I just did it on my own.
Okay, let me ask you this because I don't even know if you're.
But as I've been doing it, I've been learning.
Okay,
I've been. So when I first started doing it, I didn't even try to tap into
any of the
how to like add a thumbnail or something.
Okay, so but now you're actually doing thumbnails.
Yeah, now I'm experimenting with it. Yeah.
So do you, and there's no right or wrong answer or anything, do you just take a screenshot of it or do you actually like take a picture for your thumbnail?
Sometimes I'll do a picture. Sometimes I'll do a screen capture from the actual video. Sometimes I'll do multiple captures from the video, and then I'll have like multiple images on the thumbnail.
When you do that, do you use like Photoshop? How are you editing your thumbnails?
Oh man, what is that? It's like a Photoshop, but I can't think of the name of it. I don't know the name of it. Right. It's like a Photoshop.
Did you pay for it?
Yeah, I've probably like $20 or something.
Okay, so fairly cheap. Okay. You could probably Google some type of like video or photography.
We'll put it in a description. in this video. How about that?
I'll try to remember. You will have to remind me.
I'll tell you.
Because I will forget.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, I will forget. So that's good to know. Have you ever filmed from your phone and put it on YouTube or no?
Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay. And you've edited it in Filmora?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, before I got the GoPro 9, my phone shoots better footage than that old GoPro 3.
The old GoPro, yeah.
And my phone has like a gimbal stabilizing in it. So anytime I had the opportunity to use my phone rather than the GoPro, I would use my phone.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you look at some of my old videos and stuff, you'll see like some footage is like better than others.
Okay.
And it's because I'm going back and forth from my phone and the GoPro.
So what you're basically, almost everybody has a phone.
Yes.
Literally almost everybody. So you're saying.
And this is an S10. This is an old,
and this is like a 22.
Yeah,
this is like
an
brand
old
new
phone.
Yeah.
So the footage that you see on my channel, it's from this phone.
So don't think because you have an older phone you can't do this. Like it literally, like unless you have a phone that's like 20 years old, like it's still gonna be pretty good.
It's gonna be good.
And so that's what I want. I want this episode to inspire people because people ask me all the time, and it's like, so okay, so if you have a phone and then for $75 or whatever to get Filmora.
Yeah, $50, 55.
So if you have $50 to $75 in a basic laptop, you can start a channel.
Yeah.
And you can do, like, I've seen your stuff. It's good. Like, I was impressed when, like, the titles would pop up and you'd have these things. Like, I, again, thought you were using Adobe. Like, I truly did. I forgot until today that you were using the Filmora. So, like, you can put out legit videos. We have a little bit less than 10 minutes. So, to dive into starting your channel, when you had to start like getting creative, like you'll do like I personally like this, and I'll tell Danny, I'm like, look at him, look at this video, like I'm like proud of it. Like you'll do a shot of like the boat, and then you'll do a shot of this and that. Do you already have a vision, or you're kind of just doing random shots and you kind of see like in post-production what's going on?
No, I have an idea of what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And I've recently started kind of filming that way.
Okay.
And I got that idea from like watching other stuff.
Okay.
There's like other things I watch where I'm like, I think I want to try to like take that.
Okay, so you're not like stealing an idea. You're just kind of mimicking. And okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way, because I used to watch, like, I was like, I don't know how to like film homesteading. I don't know how to film building, you know. And you watch channels and like, I'm a big believer in don't copy, but you can mimic.
I'm just trying to get ideas.
Correct.
Yeah,
and then you put your own spin on it and stuff. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Like if I told you where the idea came from for like my little intros that I'm trying to do, you'd be like, what? You probably would. You'd probably be like, really? Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'd be shocked. Okay, so with you doing footage, do you, because I think a lot of people out there, like I did this beginning, I would just film and I would have way more footage than I ever needed. Do you have kind of idea? You're like, okay, I'm going to film this for like 10 seconds. I'm going to film this. Or are you like when you're on the boat, like I wouldn't even know where to start being on a boat and filming. Do you just put it and you just kind of do something? Or you're like, okay, I'm going to put the camera here and I'm going to film for about 30 seconds. So I'm going to go to the front and I'm going to do what I need to do. Like you have an idea? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I know kind of like what kind of shot I want to kind of try to get, you know, what I'm trying to do with this thing.
Yeah.
And
so know before you even get on the water, kind of what you're going for the video for that day?
A rough idea.
A rough idea.
Yeah.
Okay. So
not I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. You don't have
like
a shot
idea.
list, but you kind of have an idea. So like I think I'm asking this because I think that's important. A lot of people might be like, you know, like I'm going to show building, or I'm going to show them homesteading, or I'm going to show this. And they just film it. They have like 3 hours of footage to go through to make a 10-minute video.
And that's too much.
I've been there.
Yeah.
And you will spend all day.
I think you learn that as you go. Yeah. Like you learn, hey, I can't be filming. I can't be doing this to myself.
Yeah.
I can't be filming all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then having to like sit down and edit it and
go through.
Find the thing that I want.
Yeah. You know? That's good to know, because I think a lot of people out there will just film and just be like, I'll make a video. But you kind of have to go into it with a little bit of an idea, a little bit of like today's video, you know.
There's an art to it, you know.
Yeah.
Like filming is an art.
Yeah.
You know, there's a way to do, there's hundreds of ways.
That's the cool thing about art. Art, you can do it. There's no wrong way to do it.
Yeah, you can do it however you want.
But you can be smarter about it.
Art.
Yeah. So we have about less than 5 minutes. I've never been on a time constraint. This is weird. So when you title a video, is that hard for you to do?
Yes and no. Yes, because I know the title will help
makes or breaks
views.
it.
Yeah, will help get views.
Yeah.
But then also no, because a part of me just like, it's like something I built, something I created.
Yeah.
Like if you look at my older, like newer, like the
original,
original ones. Like I did a video on the British Seagull, one of my outboard
boaters.
Yeah. And the title of it is Broken Wings Mend in Time or something like that. I can't remember. But I was trying to be all like artsy and poetic, with the title.
But you're like, no one's searching that.
Yeah, no one's looking at that, you know. But so it's kind of like I have to kind of do like a little balancing act between my like creative side, like how I want to make this title creative. Yeah. You know, I want to make it whatever.
But also like what someone's going to search.
Yeah. What are people just going to look at and like find easily?
Dude, heck yeah, man. Like, all right, we have like just a few minutes left before like I run out of card space on my computer or my camera or whatever, but I truly feel like this was a good, I feel like a lot of people can get a lot out of this. And like,
I hope so. I had no idea what you were, you said before we turned the camera on.
I was like, I'm not going to tell you, but I have an idea.
Yeah.
And it's because it popped in my head of like, okay, I have you here. You're a younger channel. You're building it up. You just hit 1,000 subscribers. Like it's becoming something now. It's becoming real. Like you're literally at the point where like you're close to getting monetized now. Like it's becoming a real thing. Like it's legit becoming like by the time people watch this, you might even have like 2,000 subscribers. Like I don't know. Like you know what I mean? Like if you haven't subscribed to SV to the Road. Yeah. You know, but like I wanted people to hear it from you. It's easy for me to be like, oh, it's easy to build a channel. It's easy. Like, yeah, I've been there. I've done it. I already have video, experience. But like for you, like you're starting and you're doing this stuff, like I'm glad they can hear it from you. And I'm glad that they could see this because like what's cool is like I said earlier, like wait till you have that 100,000 plaque and be like, remember when you had 1,000 subscribers and you told people how to use Filmora 9 or Filmora 11 or whatever? Yeah. Like it's crazy to think because it's like I can already see your future with it, and I can see that you want this and you're learning and you're doing this and that, and like I truly feel like I guarantee you inspired somebody. Like, I want y'all to comment down below if this inspired y'all.
That would be awesome.
To either start a channel or maybe you already started, but maybe you're like, oh, I want to use my phone, but I can't edit good on my phone. Like, I can afford $50 or $75 for Filmora. I have an i5 laptop. I didn't think it'd work, but now it works. Like,
or there's something you can do to make the money to get it.
Exactly.
You can do something to make $50.
Don't go eat out for a few days.
Yeah.
Like you can literally probably pick up change and find $50 like in the couch and pick up stuff and like
it may take you a month, but hey, in 30 days
you can figure it out. And if you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. Yeah. And I think it's just so cool to hear this from you. And I like the cool thing for me is like you're inspiring these people now. You're inspiring someone to start or go live their dream or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, and that's what I think is freaking awesome. And the fact that like you were using a GoPro 3.
Yeah.
What the fuck? like that's outdated. Yeah. But you were like, no, this is what I have. I'm going to use it. And I'm a big believer in use what you got.
You know, what's interesting is like my mindset back then using that camera wasn't, this camera's shit. I don't like it. Like it's all shaky. The footage, how I feel about it now.
Yeah, because now you got a better camera.
Yeah, but now I got the good camera. But I wasn't like, it's not. You don't go at it like that.
Yeah,
you don't go into things of like, I don't know how to sail. I'm not a sailor.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about sailing. I'm not gonna get a boat.
Yeah,
like that's not the right like.
Go into a positive. Yeah. Be like, I got a GoPro 3. I can do this. Yeah. I got a sailboat. I can learn. And I think that's the biggest thing of all of it is go into it with a positive attitude. And anybody that tells you can't, just be like, all right, just watch. I'll do this. I can get it. I can do this. And like the fact that you're literally proving.
And you people that
what do you mean you people?
You or not all of you.
This may have already cut off by now. If so, it's black screen. We'll wrap it up. But
yeah, let's wrap it up.
Yeah. But what were you saying?
No, you go ahead.
Okay,
let's wrap it up.
Okay, before he gets me canceled here, saying you people. No, but like seriously, I appreciate you doing this. I appreciate you kind of giving a little insight of like behind the scenes stuff. Like I'm gonna go buy Filmora now, and I want to learn it so I can teach people and stuff. And like you opened my eyes to a whole new thing. I may even end up using Filmora myself. You know what I mean? Like, or even Danielle or whatever. Mm-hmm. But. Dude, I appreciate it. I'm pumped you're over 1,000 subscribers. I'm pumped you're doing this. Like, this is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, this is just the coolest thing. Like, this is happening. Like, I don't think people understand. My toes are frozen. My hands are frozen. Like,
we are cold.
It's cold. There's no heat in here. We're doing this to kind of help you guys, teach you guys and stuff. And, like, we appreciate all y'all support. And the fact that, like, y'all support this podcast and support Brandon, SV Thunder Road. Y'all have subscribed. Y'all checked him out. And he can give a little bit back and teach you guys. Like, like I say this all the time, it's a spiral effect. I'm here. You're here, they're here. Let's build each other up. And it's a spiral. You just keep going up. Like, let's help each other. Let's do stuff. And if you guys started a channel and you're learning stuff, put it down in the comment. If you haven't started and you want to learn stuff, put it down in the comment what you want to learn. We'll do what we can to help you guys. And check out Brandon's channel. You guys literally can see his GoPro 3 to GoPro. You know what I mean? Like
yes,
the evolution of it and all that stuff. Like we're not lying here. This is it. This is what we're doing. And go out there, and I say this all the time, live your dream, and if you want it bad enough, you'll make it happen. And I'm a big believer in that, and we're proof of that, and we're doing it, and this is awesome. And dude, I freaking love you, man. We did 3 episodes, and I don't even care if this is black video. We're still talking. I'm pumped. Dude. Dude, I literally am so... I am so pumped you're here, and dude, I couldn't be more honored that you're on this podcast. 3 episodes, and we're doing this, and you're doing YouTube, and we're hanging out, dude. You were the spark I freaking needed, and you put me back to where I needed, and I truly, from the bottom of my heart, I love you, man. I appreciate it, and you are exactly what I needed in my life right now, and I not trying to cry right now. I fucking love you, man. I appreciate it, and you're a friend that is a lifetime freaking thing. I appreciate more you than you'll ever freaking know, man.
Love you too, brother.
All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next.
Later.
Peace.